Hi, Technical Comprehension. This video is to help you with the critical thinking mastery skill. This is usually one of the more difficult of the skills, so I want to make sure that I have this on there as soon as it's available. So I'm going to scroll down to our mastery skills. Now I am working on this before I have opened it to you, so that's why it's going to appear in gray. I'm going to go to the first post-test. Okay, so these concepts will be addressed in a different video, so I will have that video available first and then you'll be able to see this video. So the main difference between facts and opinions is that facts are provable. That is true. Now you can prove a fact true or false. So that's the difference. Facts you can verify somehow. Opinions you cannot. They're beliefs, attitudes, however you want to think of that. Number two, an author's purpose tells how the author is feeling about the topic. That is false. The purpose is why an author wrote something. Their feeling is like their attitude or their tone. Number three, to find an author's intended audience, ask for whom was this written. That is true. If you're trying to find out, if this was geared toward a certain population, you ask yourself for whom was this written. Number four, to find the author's tone, you should ask, why did the author write this? That is false. That is basically right up here. They're feeling about the topic. That's what the tone is how an author feels about a topic. Number five, the author's purpose is closely related to the main idea. Yes, true. The main idea will often give you an indication as to what the purpose is. All right, so now we're going to practice these concepts with this paragraph here. Since the time when man first began to study the stars, there was always a desire to know more about what is in the universe and beyond. The invention of the telescope gave us the ability to see beyond our own planet into the solar system, but Earth's atmosphere obstructs a clear view of space. The Hubble telescope, named after astronomer Edwin Hubble, was put into orbit above the atmosphere in 1990, and it transformed the way astronomers study space. From the images transmitted back to Earth from Hubble, we learn more about how our planet was formed. We discovered amazing new bodies in space, such as protoplanetary disks, beginning planets, gamma ray bursts, and many other fascinating objects and processes occurring in the universe. Since the Hubble, several more telescopes have been put into orbit around the Earth. What is the main idea? Okay, so I would encourage you to pause and look at the options and choose your best option before I give you the answer. All right, I'm going to leave you pause. If I look at my options, I do see some details in here. This last one is definitely a detail. This first one is definitely a detail. The second one doesn't even mention Hubble, which is what the most of the paragraph focuses on. So our main idea is right there, that it was named after this person, here's what it did, and when it did it. So that is the third option there. All right, question 7. What do you think the purpose of this particular paragraph was? I mean, you may have been entertained. I don't think they're necessarily trying to convince us of how great this telescope was, but they definitely are informing us about, why this telescope was really important and the kind of things that it does, not necessarily how it works. They don't get into all that kind of sciencey stuff. They tell us about, how important it is. Question 8, who is the intended audience? I would say astronomers probably already know about this, and it's not like a step-by-step guide on how to build one. It's more just people who want to know about astronomy, people who are learning about space and heavenly bodies. Question 9 was the author's tone. Well, if I kind of look at some of the words that are used in here, they use words like fascinating, amazing. Those are pretty positive words. They don't seem concerned. It wasn't necessarily to make you laugh, and it doesn't seem critical or harsh. So they do use some positive words there. And then what's the sentence here? We discovered amazing new bodies in space, such as protoplanetary disks, gamma ray bursts, and many other fascinating objects and processes occurring in the universe. Is this pure opinion, pure fact, both, or neither? Not even sure what neither would look like. But this is an example of both. We could prove this. We could prove, okay, this is what they discovered. But the words amazing and fascinating are opinion words, which makes the sentence combination of both. So then I would, sorry about that, save and submit. And that is my critical thinking post-test one. So again, I like that one because it went over the concepts and allowed us to practice a little bit, and hopefully you feel more comfortable with those. All right, talk to you all later.